Hey Jim, it's Eric. I just wanted to show you something on this LA that I've been working on, and trying to explain it through pictures was going to be too much of a pain in the ass, so I'm just going to shoot you a quick video. I'm actually finally to the point where the bottom part of the hull is in its first coat of primer. Um, Still got a couple little pinholes left and whatnot. Steel grating came out great, perfectly flush with the primer. I mean, absolutely flush, perfect. Got the appendages here. Everything's set up for the linkages on the inside. On the back end, I don't know if you caught that picture. What I did was I took that oilite tube and cut a hole inside of a washer that was 11/32 of an inch in diameter, which is what the diameter of this cone should be, but Matt's model didn't match up exactly, so I soldered that into the washer, made it flush, tacked it up against the end of the hull here, and then bondoed up to that washer to bring everything to the correct diameter and make sure it was perfect. But today I was able to get the bracing. It's kind of hard to do one-handed while holding a camera. Hold on one sec. Okay. Well, first I'll show you the bracing for the underside. 1/4 inch Garolite braces, WTC saddles, and the WTC on this one is going to be quite long. It's going to extend from here to here. It's 24 inches exactly, and this brace here holds a plate that'll go in place that has another oilite tube to provide more alignment for the prop shaft. And then here is just the bow structural plate, which I kind of had to do some funky cuts there to get up through the MBT holes to cut around them. This white stuff you're seeing here, if I can get it out of the light or out of the shadow, this is plastic railroad material. It comes in little tiny squares, and cut some of that out, fiberglassed it in place on both sides for the torpedo tubes, because I found a great shot of an LA with the torpedo tubes indented. So I beveled the edges around the torpedo tubes, laid in more plastic material, and I have a little bit of filling to do. There's still a little bit of a gap in some places, just a little putty filling, but you'll get that nice indented three-dimensional effect for the torpedo tubes. On the upper hull today, I was able to get the bracings done, and I'm just using 3 bracings up top, and if you take a close look, you can see where the indexing lip has room to slide in through there, and then at the top of the hull it's open to allow air and water to flow freely under that flat spot, so it's only connected to the hull on each side. And I'm going to clean up, those glue marks there. Here's what I want to do to see. This is a Z-cut, pretty much, standard lower bow attached and upper stern attached. But if you look real close here on the back of the stern, you've got the Garolite piece. I still haven't cleaned this up totally yet. with holes that are beveled around the edge, and those silver things that you're looking there, this and that, those are magnets. In the stern, I don't know if it's going to focus correctly. In the stern, you get the same thing. The magnets protrude out of that stern plate and go into the indented plate here. So, let's see if I can do this one-handed with the camera. Match up the hull, push it down, give myself a little extra room, and you can kind of see what's going to happen as I slide it back. Oh, it's kind of hard to do this one. There we go. As I slide it back, those magnets catch, and no matter how hard I pull, of course, because those magnets are connected and inset, that will not come up. That way, no need for screws, no fancy locking mechanism, just a couple little magnets that I took out of some stuff I found at Lowe's, and the whole thing, you know, pull on it, shake on it, that top is not coming off at all, and still getting a damn near perfect seam along the whole thing. So she's getting there. Tomorrow I'm going to start drilling out the cleats and the double cleats, the retractable ones, and then the single stationary cleats here and here, and I'll drill out the MBT vents. After that, the last real cosmetic thing I have to do is get the sail ready and get it in place, and then start working on the retract mechanism for the extendable bow planes. And at this point, the bow planes are going to do nothing more than extend. They will not be able to swivel yet at this point, but they will be able to extend and retract, and when they retract they will end up flush with the hull. So yeah, that's the plan. She's getting there, and with any luck you'll see her in the water in a couple weeks.